Billed as the ultimate sports podcast.
I told you, all of my critics, I told you all that I was the greatest of all time.
Everybody has been waiting.
I'm God gifted.
He's a bull. I'm the matador.
This is the Weekend Guy Podcast, and it begins now.
There was a recent tournament before the Craven Week.
Yes.
The professional tournament, which went on, I think last week.
The Grand Como Week.
Grand Como Week on.
And the under 16.
Under 16 one.
Provincial rugby tournament.
We were province qualified unbeaten.
Okay.
To the final. I think
so
all teams.
They were good. They were good.
Yeah.
They were good. Okay.
But now apparently the reason they went unbeaten, they played only white players.
That is disappointing.
And then Free State or Free State or Bulls, they lodged a complaint.
Okay.
Then they played the final, but it was irrelevant. Like the final didn't count for anything, so they didn't win. They went unbeaten in the tournament, but they had, infringed upon the rules that you're supposed to have a certain number of black or colored players in your team.
I think before we divulge in that, this is no blame to the kids, right?
No, it's not blame to the kids. It's blame to
let's make it clear that the kids are not at fault. They're talented and they want to represent their province, their schools, and ultimately their country.
Yeah.
So this has nothing to do with
the talent. It's to do with
the administration again.
Yeah.
Right.
But remember,
the adults who know the rules,
they don't apply them.
Yes.
And in that sport, they pay the consequences of not applying the rules.
Yeah. And also, right, for me, right, this is then the ignorance of the adults who are then given the task and responsibility to groom the next generation of talent.
Yes.
Right? And I will take it back to development, whereby I'm sure there are many teachers, coaches, and parents, right, who've dedicated their time and effort to give those children the best opportunity to succeed in all levels. Right? They've played.
Now start again.
Okay.
We're in the 90 minutes now.
Okay. So, and yeah, the administrators, for me, shame. They dropped the ball, Joe. And it's so disappointing because Western Province has been such... Yeah, but no, has been such a beacon of development and bringing players of color through.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of all the players that came through under Rassi, right? It's a legacy that he's left, and that has been continued under Dobo, right? Because if you look at the current Western Province team, it's a mix of black and white, Indian and colored
players. It's all over there,
right?
And the all piece.
Yes, and everyone is there based on merit. So you'd think that the junior teams would look at a dominating team like their first team and think, hey, let's replicate that, right? So it's very disappointing that happened.
It is, yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm happy that the Saru administrators made a statement by
saying that you guys
disqualifying them.
Yeah, basically disqualified.
Indeed.
Which is great. Hopefully we don't get disqualified in future in terms of the Springboks. I see you rocking the Korean gold, man.
I had to represent.
I had to represent. Gold.
It's a big day.
So, in terms of the kit prospects, what are you looking at?
I'm loving it. You know,
I think for me,
I had questions that
doubts.
What Nike was gonna do.
Doubts. We had doubts.
Yeah.
Questions on another thing. Doubts was
indeed, and especially given the couple of pictures seen of leaks. I am so happy that the leaks versus the final product is two different things.
The leaks were of the fakes.
Yes.
Yeah, the leaks were of the fake kits.
Yes.
Man, I was so shocked.
Because it was lukewarm, I won't lie. The fakes were lukewarm.
Of course, lukewarm, because we'd never seen the final product. But now, I'm very, very happy. I mean, even with the collar, with the detail inside the collar. Yeah.
Look, shout out to Nike, shout out to the Springboks for keeping things under wraps. My only criticism though was the marketing and media rollout.
But they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
the whole secrecy behind it.
Yeah, it was so
underwhelming. I mean, Nike could have done better. But for me, it's Nike South Africa. They are like poor in doing it.
100%.
They don't do it like it's in America. It could have been, this thing could have been this thing should have been really, really hyped up.
Exactly. And given the fact, I think it was a missed opportunity.
They did miss an
We are
opportunity.
defending world champions.
Yeah.
It's a World Cup year. You're a new kit sponsor. You want to make a statement
I mean,
to
there should
the
have
entire
been
world.
queues. There should be queues on Friday for this thing.
Exactly.
I think there will be queues, but they won't be as hyped up as they're supposed to be.
But for me, right, I like making comparisons with soccer, right? Every World Cup, Nike and Adidas have like
Competition of
campaigns.
kids,
Yeah,
a whole
campaigns.
campaign.
Yeah, and you had a unique opportunity here.
Yeah, these guys, I don't think they messed
You had
it
a
up.
unique opportunity.
I think the
where
goal,
you could
I
have
think
just
the whole
built it up,
approach
built
is,
it up, built it up.
I think the whole approach is rugby is like a white sport in South Africa,
Yeah,
so
it's just
nobody
blasé.
really supports rugby, blah blah blah. That's crap.
Indeed.
That's
and,
crap.
and it says a lot about the current marketing team
Yeah, no, they're
to
poor.
say that they
poor.
dropped the ball and they missed an opportunity because it's a beautiful kit, it's a World Cup year, and you could have got so much hype.
The kid.
What do you? Okay, let's start with the alternative, then we'll go to the main. What do you think of the alternative?
I've never
kit?
been a fan of the alternative kit. I've never bought one. Like it was normally white with the green.
Yes.
So I've never bought. I think I bought one alternate kit by mistake at the airport in East London, coming back on the flight. So this other orange training kit or something. I
And
bought
you're like,
that.
hey, let me try.
Let me try it. So I think I still do have it, but now it's small. I think
Okay.
if it was a large, I would.
Hey, the biceps have grown, eh?
No, yeah, no, I've just gone fat. So like, I feel like, so alternate kit is fine for us. We can rock it. It's something different. I like the whole experiment with the blue and whatever. It's a Nike alternate kit. That's what Nike would do. And Adidas will never do that, or what's this thing called, an Essex will never do an alternate kit like that. Be as brave to actually put in that light blue and so on and so on. So they would never do that. But and Asaro would never allow them to do that. Like go do it. But since it's Nike, you cannot like overpower Nike over their creativity of what they want. You can never overpower them over their own product. Because remember, that's their product.
Ultimately.
So they will design whatever they want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So whereas in Essex, not such a big brand as Nike. So, but regardless, that away kit will sell. People will wear that thing.
True, and I like the fact that they went blue, which is
None of our
expected.
colors. Yeah,
Because usually people play it safe, and it's like a white and a
green.
It's unexpected. So that blue looks nice, and it's different to, for example, in Argentina.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
very,
kit.
very different. Yeah,
So it's something that will stand out, and I like what they
for me,
do.
it's got the Nike touch.
Yes.
That's what I expect from a Nike.
Indeed.
To give you something different.
Yeah.
Not everyone else will have it, but it's not out of the way as well. Like it's not when you feast your eyes on it, it's not like, okay, this shit looks weird. No, it still looks fine. Because you know that they're only gonna wear it once anyway, like in an away game, whatever.
Yeah.
So the kid when I see the most is the green one.
Okay. And also, this is a shout out to Nike. We'll be expecting our kids. Just make comments on our page, and we'll let you know how to get in touch.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, feel free to come through. Obviously, we're aiming at the last number, the actual replica jersey of the actual mesh jersey. But even the one below that, that should usually nice.
Yeah.
Because it's in tires, most.
Yes.
There's like not entry level. There's like that
supporters
jersey, and then there's the main jersey, which is normally more expensive than the supporters jersey.
Yeah.
But normally the support, you don't really need that.
What do you prefer, the replica or the supporters jersey?
On my previous jersey, I had, especially because I bought a jersey, especially for the incoming Lions tour.
Yes.
So I've got that special badge,
Emblem.
the emblem one with the black.
Yes.
They didn't give us the game jerseys.
Okay.
We only had the supporters one
jersey.
without the definition on the chest and stuff like that. Yeah?
Okay.
So that was fine. I was because of the emblem.
Yeah.
It's black. It's nice.
It's
unique.
a special
so then
jersey.
it's a special jersey which I can keep and display in my bar somewhere.
Yeah.
But with this one, I want to go for the playing jersey now.
Oh, nice. The
Like
replica.
the replica one of the exact playing jersey.
Nice.
Because for me, it's first edition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a first edition Nike jersey.
Yes.
So 20 years from now, I'll have the first edition Nike jersey, which I can sell. It's
Or
first
you can
edition
keep
Nike.
and speak about it at dinner parties, man.
Yeah, put it on the bar somewhere.
Frame it.
So this first edition jersey, 20 years from now, will be a very valuable jersey. You can actually resell. Not even the subsequent ones.
Yes.
But if you say this is the first edition, I bought it on launch date, here's the slip for it, then can just say something else about it. 20 years from now, my children will be seeing the thing on the wall, and then if I want to sell it on eBay, not even on sell it on eBay, with these international buyers, the first edition jerseys. Like now, the first edition Kappa jerseys for Kaizer Chiefs.
Hey man,
those things are gonna bloom like crazy because
that's true. Kappa's
we've always known that kit was nice. That's what I'm saying. So all the first edition stuff. So that's why I'm going for
the replica.
putting everything in that
proper. But what do you think of the design though?
Nah, it's cool because for me, I like the collar and the yellow on the sleeve as well.
Yes.
So for me, it's like very, very nice because you can actually wear it like as a casual jersey as well.
Yes.
So it goes in with your shorts in summer and it goes in with your long pants in winter as well.
Okay.
And a cool Nike sneaker with it. And put in a Nike hat with it. So it's very nice. Like because of the collar. Yes. It blends in with many other things. If you didn't have a collar, it's going to be like...
It would have been an issue.
Yeah,
because it's a t-shirt.
It's like a rugby jersey. You can't rock it in a casual setting. Just
true.
So, yeah.
So out of 10, how would you rate it?
That's a 9 easy.
It's a 9.
That's a 9 easy.
Okay.
Best rugby jersey we've seen this season. That one...
Based on any other things.
That one, even the Wallabies don't make it. New Zealand doesn't make it. England has not launched.
Yeah.
Argentina does not make it. Yeah, by far
the best.
Even the critics on Twitter, the overseas guys, not even us, the guys in England, Ireland, they're saying shit.
Listen,
the Bok jersey, the Bok jersey is off the chains. A guy, there's this guy on Instagram, I follow, it's called the rugby guy or something like that. So he takes the pictures of himself and puts himself in the different rugby jerseys.
Okay.
The only jersey he's putting his body in is the Springbok jersey.
Nice.
All the other jerseys, he hadn't put his face in the jersey. Only jersey he's put is the Springboks. Today, I'll send the picture in the group so you guys can see.
Okay.
For me, best jersey. By far. Exceeded my expectations. Nike has overdone themselves. It's unique. It represents us even with the collar, with the different colors.
Yes.
Because what people don't understand is that we are a diverse nation. So even our flag is like multiple colors. Same as our ethnicities.
It's the attention to detail.
Those small details.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying to you. The first edition, that's the one you need to get. The rest, you can get. Second edition doesn't matter.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So shout out to Nike, shout out to the Springboks.
Yeah.
Thank you for not embarrassing us, but also having
the best,
a very, very, very nice
best jersey in
I agree with you. I think this is going to be my first Springbok
rugby,
jersey.
proper rugby.
Yeah. Like more than anything else, I've got like team jerseys, but I've never bought a Springbok jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm a Nike guy, so this one makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this one makes sense.
This is what I've been saying to people that, on our other podcast, is that you need to look forward to the Nike jersey. Nike is a big brand. And they've come through like Nike. Yeah. It's Nike.
Yes.
Something you can rock. It's
if I'm not mistaken, we're probably the only nation sponsored by them right now, right?
No, Argentina.
Okay.
Yes, that's in Argentina.
Us in Argentina, but we're probably then the bigger nation. So
bigger nation, and they've put in a lot of effort in that jersey.
Okay.
Man, what some work! You'll see that jersey when you put it on. Even when I put on the Lions one, like the Essex Lions one. Yeah. Because there's the World Cup kit, which you must never buy, by the way. It's ugly as shit. Then there's the normal season kit, which you can wear throughout the evolving seasons. Yeah. So like the Lions jersey, that I can wear even if in the Nike era. But immediately I'm rocking because specifically it's got the DHL sponsorship. Yeah. Because it's different sponsorship from the normal.
We're going Nike.
Yeah, Nike.
Nike. Going for it.
Okay. I'm there on Friday, by the way.
Where are you gonna buy it? Which Nike store?
4 weeks.
Okay.
I did get approval from the wife.
Yay! Better ask the wife.
I better ask the wife. Yeah, I did apply. I did approve. I did apply for approval, and it was approved.
Okay.
So I think.
Did she also want one?
Give or take. Mustard small. I think 2.7. Two of them is $5,000, man.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Okay.
Initially, since I'm working with it,
Yeah.
then maybe I can first get it, and then later on, as things flow, as it decreases in price, maybe she can get the replica one, not the game one. Start them small.
I think
otherwise,
it's probably going to cost you a handbag though.
It is, yeah, because that's another statement. The Bok jersey, like the 2.7 is just another statement you don't want to make.
No pressure. We hope to see it on future podcast shows.
Of course, no, definitely,
Indeed.
definitely. 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 No, definitely. I'm just praying that you sit on this weekend's podcast.
For sure. Predictions for the first weekend of the rugby championship.
Of course. No, it's knowing Eddie Jones, so I'm very technical. I'm an unqualified analyst.
Yeah.
Eddie Jones
qualified on the Weekend Guy podcast. Of course. Subscribe and like, guys.
Yes. Don't hate. Don't discriminate. Eddie Jones is also a clever coach like Rassie Erasmus. So it's obviously he's also, especially it's his first game back in the Australian team.
Yeah.
He's not going to play his full hand. He's going to give it, for him and maybe for me, it's going to be an 80-20.
Okay.
80% experience, 20% coming in.
You blood.
Because he wants to blood and experiment. Because he knows that essentially this game for him, the rugby championship, even if you don't win, nobody cares.
True.
Because it's a shortened version.
You can come fourth and win the World Cup and everyone will forget about the rugby championship.
Yeah, because what he's looking at from an Australian perspective is to getting his combinations.
True.
But not getting the full-fledged, like he's not going to put his A-team out there.
Yeah.
He's just going to do a mix of new players, small cap players, and like the same as us. Then whatever result, he doesn't care. Next game for him is Argentina. Ours is in New Zealand. There we do this combination. We've done players on the plane.
Yes.
More experienced guys, because there now you want to test your World Cup final squad. If now they're good enough. How would they fare against, because New Zealand is the last number.
Yeah.
So some players from this team today will travel to New Zealand as the bench. Then these ones who are fresh will start the game.
Answer my question. What are your predictions?
No, close game because of the whole mix.
Okay.
30-27 for me. But
in favor of
Springboks, but even closer than that, like can it be
22-17.
Okay, what's gonna get the guys? You see, what's gonna make a difference?
Yes,
is that the Australians just arrived last week, training at altitude for only like a week. Our boys have been training there for the last 3 weeks.
Yes,
so that's gonna make the difference. So that might stretch the score.
15 minutes.
That's 20 minutes in the second half, and take into account that our wingers are Bulls players.
True. So they use and they know Loftus.
Yeah. So they've been training there for the past 3 weeks or something. The camp has been there. So then that might stretch the score to maybe 35, 20 something.
So you see,
but Australia will score. Yeah, they will. No, definitely they will win at Loftus, especially the first game. The Australians as well have got that low altitude super rugby kind of thing. They're only playing in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, true.
So their bodies have not yet been exposed to the altitude.
High altitude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because now that's the drawback from their side of losing the super rugby.
True.
Because now
they don't get
that exposure to us now. Whereas we can train, and when we go down there, because we're playing at a low altitude down there, so we don't get as tired as quickly as they do when they come here.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And your thoughts on Money being number 10?
It's an obvious choice. He has to.
Would you have made it if you're the coach?
Yeah, because
Rassie's not a coach.
It's not. It's that guy, man. It's Jacques Ninaba. Ninaba is the coach. Hey, hi Ninaba. Hi Jackie. Yeah, it's that guy. Anyway.
We love
it's what we've been discussing for the past 2 weeks actually in the podcast, guys. If you missed out and would like to catch up on our unqualified analysis of World Rugby on both our podcasts, which is the Weekend Guy podcast with Sihle and Peter, and myself, the Weekend Guy with Price on Unwezi, the Costa podcast. We've been analyzing these teams and looking at the players in depth in terms of the training, who's wearing a bib, who's not wearing a bib, how's it going to turn out, what are the plans, player management and those kind of things. Yeah?
Yes.
So what you guys want to do, if you want to follow an in-depth analysis of the rugby, subscribe to the channel, hit those notification bells, like these videos. watch the videos and comment and give us
Tell
your
your
thoughts.
friends.
Tell your friends, man. And you guys will obviously have an up-to-date kind of picture of what's going on, because the rugby this year only ends in October.
Yo,
We've got World Cup. It's a World Cup here.
Spoiled for choice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as of this weekend, it's non-stop.
It kicks off.
It's non-stop. You know what I'm saying? So pay your subscriptions and be able to watch that rugby live here in South Africa.
Yeah.
You know which place to pay. But otherwise, as for us, every week we'll give you new analysis, new viewpoints, conspiracy theories.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's big, coming back to Money Liebert point.
Yes.
We had to give him a start because Pollard is injured. Damien is like an unsure.
Yeah.
Plus, you want to
He's
save
not
him.
100%.
Yeah. Plus, you want to give Damien the New Zealand test him on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's part of the A team, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He covers you at fullback, covers you at flyer.
Do you think Alton will get a run out to New Zealand?
He should because Money has played.
Okay.
I actually thought he was going to be in bench. It was going to be on the bench for this one,
That's fine.
but they're putting Grant Williams. I don't know what they're thinking there. But Alton should be on the bench, depending on the 6-2 split and how they go, because you need to give him game time as well to prove himself.
True.
I thought he was going to start this match, but Money on the bench.
He's earned it.
Yeah, but Money Liebert. The only reason
That.
the only reason I think they are actually giving Money Liebert a run is to say, remember he's never started a Bok match before.
Yeah,
So
true.
to say, get in there, show us
See.
something, see what you can do in a starting environment.
True.
Are you going to be able to conform to the game plan we're going to be giving you? Are you going to be able to play the Springbok game plan? Do you see what I'm saying? If Money passes this test, it bodes him well going to the World Cup.
Indeed.
But if he fails this test, he's going to get one more chance. But now Elton will be hot on his heels. Because I'm pretty sure Elton is not going to fuck up his chance when he gets it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
he's on the road to redemption.
Yeah, he's not going to fuck it up. But if Money fucks it up, does an Elton last year's game, Wales, same time, does the fuck up what Elton did in the incoming tours last year, then it's done. Elton back in the picture.
Yeah.
Then now it's Wafa now going into the
World Cup.
August election. It's going to be Wafa between the two of them. But if it does well in this game, demonstrates the big match temperament and composure he was supposed to demonstrate in the URC final. If it does the blunder like the URC final, it's over. Because
So
remember,
the verdict is out for Money, but
if he plays well,
for me, I'm gonna back him. Because you're not the most consistent player for 2 years in your position in South African.
but that
rugby.
needs to come through
If you're not talented and not good enough.
and that needs to come through on the international
Stage.
arena. Yeah,
True.
international stage,
And I'm backing him.
Yeah.
I
We're
really
all
back him.
hoping that, okay, because Umani, given the same amount of time as Elton, with the mistakes, he would come out better than Elton.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Because he's still developing the role.
True, and
You know?
getting used to the environment, because look, Money's not a seasoned international, and he needs to be given his opportunity.
Yeah. So, but this is what I was saying in the last podcast, that World Cup selection for now is still Wafa. The only person guaranteed a playing seat is Sihle Kolisi as the captain, Eben Etzebeth as the captain of the forwards, whatever, and
Not even Dwayne.
Dwayne
For
a million.
Not guaranteed a seat.
No, it's not guaranteed a seat. You can get injured.
No. Barring
injury.
Injury.
He can go as the old man. He's guaranteed as the one old man of the team.
Okay. I'll put this to you, right? Give me 5 names, right, that are guaranteed seats to go to the World
It's
Cup.
obvious. It's
Sia?
obvious.
Eben.
Eben Luot,
Okay.
Malcolm Marx,
Okay.
Bongi Monambi.
Okay. That
Two
was
hookers.
too easy for you.
Yeah.
Give me another 5.
Hunter Pollard,
Yeah.
Damien Dialindi, Lucanio Arm,
Mm-hmm.
Magazola Mapimpi,
Mhm.
Justin Colby.
You're calling it.
Yeah,
Those,
that's guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. fair
That's
enough.
guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 out of.
And one
one.
talking point would be Magazola Mapimpi. For me, that's guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But we'll save that for
That's
another
first 10.
minute.
There's 5 more to go.
Yeah.
Malhelbre,
Okay.
Koch, Argia, who else? Malhelbre, Koch, Argia,
Really?
Vespa Visa, Velilero.
Okay.
That's
Calling
guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 15 already.
15 that without a doubt, no matter how they perform over the next 4 games.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Yeah,
Oxenche, Trevor Nyakane, Stephen Kitchoff, who else?
Okay.
Peter Steph Detroit.
So you're basically calling
Wacha
that
Smith.
our World Cup squad is going to come from
The first 30, basically.
this rugby championship squad.
Yeah.
There's no one on the outside
No,
who's going to
no.
get a look in.
No. If you didn't make the team last year, you're done.
Okay.
You should have been in the squad last year. The only lucky person is Ron Clean, the other lock.
Yeah.
Because Salomon Murad,
Yeah.
the Stormers guy, got injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even now, Marvin Ore,
Yeah.
he's going to go because of his ability to call in the lineup. So he's a leader. So he calls it. And that's why he's in the starting team. That's why we had a discussion with the Price in the other podcast that Marvin Ore will be in the team because of he can call lineouts.
Okay.
Because he calls at Stormers.
That's Thomas.
So at Springbok, it's like a...
It's a natural selection.
So he's your second row, basically.
Okay.
The one person which I think would be hanging in the is Jean Clean, the new guy.
Okay.
Because you've got
to see how
Lord,
he performs.
Eben, Arge, and
But
Marvin.
also
but depending on Marvin,
Jean Clean is an interesting case study for future.
Theoras is looking at 2027.
Yeah.
That's 2027 currently.
To say that, look, if we can successfully integrate one, we can look at cases like this.
Yeah, in the
going
future.
forward.
In the future, yeah.
Okay.
So depending on because like with John Clean, if he fucks up this game, it can even be a case of him only playing one game, not playing again. Like if he messes up.
Would you just give him one and done?
No, for me, he's competing against Marvin Ore. But Marvin Ore is a 5.
Yes,
He's a 4.
He's a 4.
So how many 4s do we have? Eben, Arge. So it's Lut, Marvin, and him.
Yeah.
So he's on this other side. He's a 4. So a 4. Is tough.
So
unless Arge gets injured.
Yeah, but I'd give him the rugby championship as his trials.
Yeah.
He's
on a trial. He's not guaranteed. I think it's been told. Not guaranteed World Cup.
Okay.
You just need to. If you come through as a phenom, then we can talk. But what I'm saying is that what I said on the other podcast is that World Cup selection there will be some surprises.
Okay.
There will be some players who stay behind, and it's going to be like, okay, cool. But I still of the 7 players, I think 9 players or how many? I don't know how many. What the quota is for the World Cup? 33 or 30? I think 33. The 7 players because it's 40. It's a 41-man squad.
Yes.
The 8 players staying behind. Yeah.
And it's going to be tough calls.
It's going to be a shock.
So,
I'm sure. So the future Joseph Debo should stay behind, but he could make the World Cup squad But I saw the guy, yes, Thomas, the number 6.
Dion Forre.
He was throwing in.
Yeah,
he's a hooker.
You got to prepare for everything.
So he was training for hooker as well to throw in lineouts. So he covers you. It's going to be. It's going to be tough. It's. All I see, I've got it locked for the past 4 years. Past 2 years.
Yeah.
Then, but the South African public. There is going to be some shockers there.
True.
Someone big is going to stay behind.
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm not Springbok manager.
Yeah, they would love to work there though. I feel like it's a nice environment to work in. But it's tough because you need to, the amount of research that goes into these things.
True.
Yeah.
Look,
to be a
world class,
sports,
to be a world beater, you need to be world class.
Yeah. I think the amount of
A to B.
The amount of time goes into player management and player planning and so on.
Yeah.
Yes,
no stone gets left
unturned. Yeah. So I think this game we win, especially with Dwayne as captain. Dwayne, he is always going to be, who is World Cup bound because of his leadership capabilities, able to come. So even with him in the team,
the big moments, BMT.
So even with him being the water guy. So in some games, he's going to be the water guy. He's not going to be in the team at the World Cup. So when they are relaying the messages when it's huddle time and he's bringing the water, he's able to put in some input. Guys, no, do this. So that's what they need. So that's why he's World Cup bound.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? It's just fringe players, man. There's all these new ones. They're not going. Like all these young ones, not going. Like it's going to be even Ross might miss out. Maybe be honest. He might miss out. With our poor analytics in terms of saying that we are not registered analysts. But I think our predictions have especially in starting with today's squad, I think we're like 85% accurate on our predictions and how we see the game proceeding. So, I mean, if you can be 85 accurate on our selections, that means we're on the right path in terms of analyzing the rugby. So, going forward, audience, it's like especially if you're like a gambler, and you want to bet on the POC games, it will be beneficial to actually listen to us because we've got more knowledge.
Our track record speaks for itself.
Yes, man. And if these gambling institutions want to come aboard and have us shout out some couple of things, how do guys get the guys to bet on their product?
Yeah.
Please feel free to come through and we will talk about some sort of partnership and
betting odds and how people can get into the game.
Yes, of course.